Welcome back to Cece's channel.
Do you have a sucker? Daddy yummy sucker. Anyway, so my last video was about how Mia has been diagnosed with epilepsy, but it has been 2 months, I believe. Yeah, 2 months since that happened. And what ended up happening was she ended up just getting some medicine called phenobarbital that she's been taking since then, and she hasn't had a seizure since. I had it. I had epilepsy when I was her age, and I had to take phenobarbital until I was 2 years old. Yeah. Goodbye. You have a creepy toy. Yeah. She, the story behind that is, because I promised you guys I'd tell you a story, but, I forget the date exactly, but we were laying in bed. We had just woken up, and we usually lay in bed for like an hour and a half, and, we were looking at my phone, watching, YouTube videos, and then she like rolled away from me, and she was on her stomach, and then she just got super still, and I was like, this is unlike her, what is going on? So then I like looked at her, and she's like spacing out, like looking at a, I don't know, she's looking to her right, and then she started seizing. Then she just started seizing, and then I called my mom into my room. Yeah, we ended up going to the hospital, and we were there for like a couple hours, and then we were gonna get transferred to Children's Hospital, which is an hour away from where I live, and we were gonna go via ambulance while my dad drove behind us in my car. Right before we were gonna leave, she had another seizure, so then they had to put an IV in her arm. But I shouldn't have let the hospital, my local hospital, they literally suck. Like, she had a bruise on her arm where they were trying to put in an IV, but for some reason they couldn't do it. But I don't know why they kept trying, even though it was obvious they wouldn't be able to. Then they put one in her hand. They were so slow about putting her IV in too. Like, I've seen people put in IVs and they put them in like really good. But the person who did Mia's IV, she like sucked. So she had bruises on her arm and hand for a long time. And then when we were at Children's, we were in the room, and they did a CAT scan on her, because she has a big head. They said the growth of her head was concerning, but my doctor told me it wasn't concerning, so I don't know why they thought it was concerning. But they did a CAT scan just to be safe, and then they did an EEG, or was it an EKG? But they did like a heart thing, and then they had to do like a head thing, but they weren't able to do that while we were there, so they asked us if we wanted to stay through the night or just go home. And of course we just went home, because like she probably wouldn't have slept, because when she like is around a new atmosphere, she won't sleep because she's too excited. She's trying to pull my curtain down. Mia Rose. Thank you, Gio.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna leave?
I see the camera.
Yes. So then we drove down back to Children's, and she had her head thing done, and then she hated it because you have to add a bunch of like wires on your head, and the lady who did it, she was super fast, but Mia was freaking out. She was like crying the whole time, and I was like, it's okay, you're fine. And then so right after they like put the things on her head, and they started to like turn on the monitor that like detects like the brain waves or something like that, she like stopped crying because she started to have a seizure, which like I don't want to say it's good, but it was good that she had one while she was on the monitors, because they were able to detect that the seizure was coming from both sides of the brain and not just one. It was the whole brain that was seizing. So she slept the whole time. It was like an hour thing. She had to be connected to it for an hour. Or was it a half hour? I can't remember. But they had like a rocking chair and stuff. And I was able to just hold her while she was connected in like the dark room. And it was so cute. And then the lady, she was like, okay, Mia, it's time to wake up. And then as she said that, Mia like opened her eyes and was like, I'm awake. And it was like, that was at like 8 in the morning, and that got over at 9. And then we had like a follow-up thing with this person just to like tell us like what medicine she is like what's the word? I don't know. What medicine she's like able to take. Which me and 2 of my other siblings have had epilepsy, and they all like all the doctors tried to have us like try other things, but like for some reason phenobarbital worked for all of our seizures, and they said that like the phenobarbital is like old school, so they were trying to like put her on a different one, and I was like, no, I want to put her on phenobarbital because that's worked for all of us, and if it doesn't work for her, then we'll try something else, but I want to use what I know works. And so they're like, okay. So then she started that, and she hasn't had any since. But yeah, I kind of went quiet, after that. I just never really found time to video, because right after the whole epilepsy thing happened, that whole week I had state testing at my high school, and then that Saturday I had my SAT. Sometimes taking care of your little one is more important than videoing your life for YouTube. Once you have a kid, you have to like rule out like what's important and what's not important. And Mia is my main responsibility, so sorry for not uploading for so long, but I'm here now. And my next video will be a Q&A. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. A little life update. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.